Hello, sweet beauties. It is your ordained high priestess, metaphysical minister, intuitive mystic, and empathic holistic healer, Rev. Roni Lipstein of Sanctuary Soul Sanctuary, here with you today. I have come by to spread the message of love's wisdom that I am gifted to receive for the benefit of all of we. And today I've been asked to speak a little bit about the quote-unquote cliche, align with the divine. As I've spoken to often, that which is a cliche that has merited the distinction of becoming a cliche has become a cliche because the love's wisdom contained therein is so phenomenal that we as a human family have made use of it so much so that it becomes commonplace. It becomes a cliche. Unfortunately, when something like this happens, we tend to lose the meaning, the depth of what was behind that cliche to begin with. Why the cliche became a cliche. The love's wisdom that allowed for it to become a cliche in the first place. And of course, cliches, generally speaking, are sound bites, minuscule little aspects of the whole story that is summarized within the cliche. So a lot of us, not only does the cliche lose the depth of meaning of the words, of the love's wisdom that's being spoken, but the love's wisdom that's being spoken, the soundbite, is just that. It's a soundbite. It's a minuscule aspect of the whole story that is being summarized. And so for those who weren't around when it was first created and weren't amongst those who were summarizing it, so didn't have the whole book, but only the Coles Notes version, there is much that goes missing. And so when somebody says something like align with the divine, a lot of us, it's nice, sounds great, it rhymes, and align with the divine, sounds nice, it feels good, but what does it really mean? And so there can be confusion, and we don't really get to benefit from hearing this brilliant cliche of love's wisdom. So today, I'd like to give us the opportunity to benefit from this love's wisdom because it's a huge gift of love's wisdom. If we are able to really take it in, embrace it, and embody it. So what does it mean when we're told to align with the divine? Of course, infinite meanings there are. The one that I'm presenting to us today, that I've received to share, is the invitation to own the you that you love. And we all know ourselves. We know the parts of ourselves we don't love so much, and the parts of ourselves that we do. Funnily enough, the parts of ourselves that we love the parts of ourselves that we don't love so much, so it takes care of all when we own the part of ourselves that we love. Align with the divine is an invitation to step into, as though you're stretching into a suit, for example. You're doing this stretch into the fullness of your body and owning the you love yourself to be. So if you think for a moment about a time, if you're not feeling aligned with your self-love right now, a time where you really felt good about yourself, felt everything was going really great and you could do anything, you can accomplish anything. And who is this you? Is this you like you as a mother or a father, as a sister or a daughter or a brother, or a doctor or a goddess or a fairy, a professional, a caregiver, a service provider? It really doesn't matter. What matters is who this you is to you. It doesn't make a difference who it is to anybody else or what anybody else thinks. It's who is the you inside of you that you feel the greatest aligning yourself with when you're being that you. And it could be multiple yous that are all within there. I mean, me being my son's mother and an enlightenment guidelight and being love, like all of these things really like, So whatever it is owning that you. And it could be, again, many of yous, which are always all you. But aligning with the divine is aligning with your love of self, for self, within self, through self. It is aligning with you being love. Owning your identification of yourself as the you love yourself to be. So that when you walk out of your house, you are walking out as that superhero, as that god or goddess, as that brilliant success, the professional, the infinite potential, whatever definition it is for you. That is what it means to align with the divine. And when any of us align with our divine, it is a gift to all of us. It is a fallacy to think that aligning with the divine and feeling this is a beingness of pomposity. Because when you're truly aligned with the divine, it's actually a beingness, a state of humility and reverence. Because you are really grateful for this me that you get to be. There's almost like I can feel the tears welling behind my eyes. Because you're so proud that you get to be this me. There's so much gratitude to existence that, oh my gosh, I chose to be this me. She's so, or he's so amazing. And I love them so much. And I get to be them every day. I get to experience life through this me, who I love so dearly. That's aligning with the divine and owning your divinity, your true self. It isn't arrogance. It's beauty in its most raw, unabashed, beautiful, wonderful state of reverence that can possibly be. A state that truly, authentically benefits all of we, all that is, ever was, or will be, in every now, always. And so I invite you, sweet beauties, I invite you to align with the divine. With love's embracing grace, mwah, mwah, mwah. Bliss kisses to one and all of you. May your every now be the embodiment of your fabubliss, consciously experienced and expressed. Until next time.